This is the real reason why you aren't in shape. And I promise you, it's not because you don't have enough time. Now, I'm a firefighter. I'm an online coach. I'm in my mid 30s. I have a fiance. I have a kid, and I have a fucking brand new puppy. Okay. So I have a lot of things going on, and I have a lot of people depending on me. So time is very important to me. Okay. And I used to make this same excuse because, yes, it is an excuse. I had the same excuse that I just don't have enough time. Right. And as time has gone by, I realized that I was wasting time not getting in shape. I was losing time by making sure that I wasn't in the best shape possible. I was feeling like shit. I come home, I'm out of energy halfway through the day of work, I'm lethargic basically, right? And it was like at some point something had to change. It was like, all right, we need to make a decision that's going to benefit us later on. A little bit of sacrifice now so that way the rest of our life is great, right? It's kind of like investing where it's like, all right, I'm gonna put this $100 away now, and later on, hopefully, it turns to $1,000, right? Where inflation doesn't eat it up, right? But that's a whole other conversation. But when it came to this fitness shit, I thought that I had all the time because I was young, and as time went by, fucking your age creeps up on you. Like it's one thing when you're in your 20s, especially your early 20s, where you eat whatever you want, do whatever you want, wake up whenever you want, damn near shower half the time, and it's like, okay, cool, life is still good. But when you get to this age or around this age or start creeping up in this age, things are just not the fucking same. And it's like, if I was a guy in my 20s, I'd be listening to a guy like me because like I saw it before it got too late, now I'm in my mid 30s and I've kind of have most of life figured out. Of course, there's more things to learn, more things to see, but I've kind of gotten figured out and I understand what the problem is. So a lot of you guys who are, you're working your ass off, you're just trying to provide for your family, do the best you can. And you just feel like you don't have time because by the time you come home, it's like, when do I get to have my own time? When do I get to, wind down? And there are specific things that are put in place to keep you down, right? Like there's cheap thrills, right? You may not see grabbing a brew or a night out at the bar as a big deal. You might not see coming home, going on the couch and watching the game as a big deal, but you're not realizing that they're zapping your attention. They're taking away from you with these small little habits, right? And so one, we need to get rid of the things that are quick dopamine hits. We get to that point where we're stuck in our ways and it's like, I'm not changing. Well, my life is good. I'm happy. And it's fucking cope, right? You wouldn't click on this video if everything was aligned. You wouldn't be watching my videos, looking at my shorts, trying to hit the gym here and there if things were going the right way that they were supposed to, right? Now, because of my job, shit, not even because of my job. I got in shape before my job. I got my job because I'm in shape, right? Like being a firefighter is hard work. And I know a lot of people think that, we just sit on our ass all day, but we answer all types of calls. We're doing all type of shit. And it's 24 hours. Like you're on call. Like if you're in the middle of shit, you're on call. If you're in the middle of shower, you need to jump out and be in that engine and be dressed within 2 minutes. Like, which sounds like a lot of time, except when you figure out, damn, I gotta put this on, put that on, hook onto the, like it's just a bunch of work, right? So we're spent as well. Like, and then when you get to bed finally, the tones go off, the alarm that goes off, it shocks your nervous system, and your nervous system doesn't calm down until maybe a day or two later. So you get home and you're just cooked. Like it's like you feel microwave, right? So I 100% understand feeling like out of energy, out of time, out of like just I get that feeling. Not to mention I had two jobs. I wasn't working as a firefighter at the time, but I had two jobs I was working. One was at the airport and one was at Amazon. And then that job would rotate. It would be freaking bunch of random different jobs. But I would always have 2 to 3 jobs and I still got in shape. And I know I removed the excuse because that like I don't have time. How do you make more time when you feel like you don't have time? The first thing about success is that it's simple. The more you remove and declutter out of your way, the easier it is to see the path, right? If you got a whole bunch of shit in front of your way on the way to the bathroom, it's going to take getting to the bathroom much harder. But if you clear those things out the way, it's like, okay, cool. I have a direct path to the bathroom, right? And then it's like when you remove the drinking every weekend, when you remove the coming home and watching the game, and instead of coming straight home, you go to the gym for half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour if you have the extra time. But all you need to do is instead of sitting in traffic for 30 minutes, You won't be home anytime soon anyway. Stop off at the gym after work before you get home. And then you get a quick workout in, no bullshit workout, a real deal workout, one that's really gonna build muscle, make you look fucking amazing, right? Bust it in, fucking dynamite. Get out of there, come home, eat, spend some time with the kids, throw them in the air a little real quick, freaking throw the toy for the dog to eat, and you're out of your way, right? There's a system, but you can't make any more time unless you're prepared. Okay, that's the main point of this video. Like, I don't want to spend 20 minutes talking about this. I want to get to the point, right? Like, if you prepare beforehand, the next day goes so much smoother. So if you prepare 3 days ahead, 3 days now have freed up, and this mental bandwidth of having to make a decision every day goes away. You've just now gained that much more energy, right? Listen, when you go to work and you don't have your lunch prepared, you don't have dinner prepared, you don't have breakfast prepared, you now have to figure out what you're going to eat. And if you're not super dialed in, which we know you're not, you say you're going to be, oh yeah, on next paycheck, next Sunday I'm going to be dialed in. You're not dialed in, right? You're going to choose from what's available. You're going to choose food that's going to be shit. Two, doesn't add to your physique, doesn't make you look better. And three, zaps your fucking energy. A lot of the food that we have is fucking spiked with bullshit and spiked with sugar. So that way, by the time halfway through the day, you feel like, fuck, I'm drained. When in all honesty, you should feel energized. 4 o'clock comes, you shouldn't feel like, oh fuck, like, damn man, like my feet hurt. It should be like, man, that was nothing. 10 o'clock, you should be tired. That's a whole 6 hour gap that you should still feel full on prime as a man. And I guarantee you used to feel that way. You felt energized. You felt like the man. But when you have these terrible eating habits and these terrible attention deficit uh, habits and behaviors, it zaps you little by little. And what you don't notice is that it zaps you every day. And by the end of the month, all of that accumulates and it fucks you up. All right. So we need to prepare ourselves, prepare our food, prepare our clothing, prepare what we're going to do, know what we're going to do. So that way we don't have any decision to make. You know that you're going to wake up 7:30. By 7:45, you are out of the shower. You're eating your breakfast. By 8 a.m., you are dressed and ready to go. By 9:30, you're at work. You're busting your ass. You're doing what you gotta do. You're full of vigor. You're full of energy. 5 o'clock hits. 5:30 hits. You hit the gym. You get a good 45-minute session, and you sweat. You feel good. You come home. You shower. You fuck your fucking wife. Well, maybe you could do that after you play with the kids and all. You put their little asses to bed, right? Because they have immense energy. But if you just give them a little bit of mental stimulation, you don't need to run around with them. You need to give them mental stimulation that will tire them out, because you won't have the same energy as a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old. You gotta mentally wear them out. Do puzzles, games, etc. Right? Just be a good dad. Be there. Be present. Go over the homework. It's annoying, of course, and nowadays the kids got the damn iPads and shit. We didn't really grow up with that. I didn't get my first cell phone until I was like 14. I had to share it with my sister, so whatever. But by the end of the night, you fucking your girl and you going to bed. You're going to bed a fulfilled man. You earned money. You made everyone smile. You bust a nut. You ate good food. Repeat. As you repeat that cycle, you start to find time for more things that make you happy, that align with what you want. Maybe you don't like your job and you're going, you know what? I need to move up in the company. I'm tired of being, at the bottom guy. I need a management position. That confidence comes from you being in the best shape of your life. And people start to see it. They treat you better. Almost every time I've gone on an interview, especially with a group interview, it's like I don't have to say anything. I don't have to have the qualifications. It's like me showing that I'm in shape. I'm not the biggest guy. You don't got to be Ronnie Coleman, Larry Wheels, Lee Priest. You don't need to be Rich Piana. But when they see a guy in shape, either A, they admire it, or B, they want to be around it. Something about taking yourself seriously is exuded to others when you're in shape. You look good. You feel good. There's a je ne sais quoi about you when you move through the crowd. And people fucking notice it, man. People notice that shit. Listen, if you want help with this shit, you can just follow me and you can make a transformation just like I did, or just like this guy, or this guy, right? You can keep watching for free and get all the information that you can and implement it. But if you need help with implementation, right? Like I'm not a best speech guy, right? I'm just, listen, real deal from me to you. Like if you need the help and you need that guarantee, like listen, in a couple months, I want to look the best. I want to feel the best I've ever felt, but I need help. You can DM me or you can hit the little link below, wherever the fuck it is, and apply to work with me. We work together. All right. We make it custom. None of this chat GPT meal prep and this workout, do this. No, man. Like we need to customize something that works with your schedule, that works with your life, that works with your body, what your body, like we do a full analysis to make sure that when me and you work together, that we actually get the results. Like we don't want to play around. We don't want to do this shit forever and ever, right? We're already losing time. We spent a third of our life already. We'll get to 100 if we're lucky. We spent a third of your life. We're not going to waste any time. If you can do it on your own, keep watching my videos, subscribe, like. I've 100% support it. But if you know, like, listen, I'm going to waste time. I say this and I do it. I do this yo-yo thing. I come back in and get the help, man. Hit me. Let's see if we're a good fit. We'll work together and get you the results that you want. Till next time.